In just 3.5 hours, the D.C. Council will be talking about traffic safety. Now, they're considering 4 bills that would add steeper penalties to unsafe drivers. Jess Arnold spoke with the council members leading this charge about making these changes. She joins us now live outside the Wilson building where that hearing will take place this morning. And Jess, some of the traffic tickets, these repeat offenders are a bit extreme. You talked about that during the last live shot.
Yeah, Councilmember Brianne Nadeau told me that last week DPW impounded a car that had racked up $69,000 in unpaid parking tickets. Now, these are the types of offenders that they're targeting with these new pieces of legislation. Now, some of the highlights of these bills include immediate license suspensions for offenses like impaired driving and negligent homicide, adding license points after you get a certain number of moving violations, even booting cars or suspending licenses for people who rack up a certain number of moving violations over a 6-month period, even if they paid those tickets. Some of these proposed changes were inspired by horrific crashes like the March one on Rock Creek Parkway, where a woman who's had multiple DUIs slammed into a rideshare driver's car, killing him and his 2 passengers. I checked DC data on traffic fatalities 3 hours ago, and DC is at 42 this year, which is 7 more than last year's total. One of the main tools DC uses to try to reduce speeding is those automated traffic enforcement cameras. This bill would push for data transparency on where they're installed and why, and making sure that those cameras take pictures of both the front and back of the car to see the driver behind the wheel. Transportation Committee head Charles Allen said that he wants to make sure they're used to make DC safer.
We have folks that have dozens and dozens of speeding violations. And frankly, I don't care if you had dozens and dozens of speeding violations and paid them or not. You're a dangerous driver. So we want legislation, we want laws that are going to go after that dangerous driving. That's the behavior that has to change. And I think we're going to create new laws and accountability that are going to help us do that.
Now, today's hearing is for government witnesses so the council can find out what is feasible logistically and financially. Then these bills head to each committee for markup, and the hearing here starts at 10 a.m. Wisdom.
All right, Jess Arnold reporting.